Hello, this is the 5 o'clock news. These are the main stories from the Huddersfield area with me, George Worth. Unemployment figures released earlier today highlight a 9% rise in unemployment across the Yorkshire region. Despite the Bank of England forecasting a fall in inflation rates, levels of young people out of work in Yorkshire continue to be amongst the highest in the country. HS News spoke to the public about rising levels of unemployment.
Unemployment is becoming a big thing, populations are going up and it is getting harder to find more jobs.
It is really who you know, not what you know, I think, and that's echoed throughout the country because of the state of the economy. We were promised 5 years ago, whether you're red, blue or yellow or green or orange for that matter, whatever political colour you are, we were promised this would all be sorted out, and yet again we're being let down.
7 men have been convicted of grooming and abusing children in Oxford in a case that has implicated cities such as Leeds and Bradford. The Oxford-based paedophile ring, which had links to the North East, drugged, abused and sold schoolgirls as young as 11 to clients across the country. Some of those were from the Leeds area. Police and social workers have apologised for failing to spot the abuse on several occasions. HS News spoke to a representative of PACE, Parents Against Child Sexual Exploitation, about the case.
In PACE, we're not calling for the resignation of the Oxford County Council directors or chairs. I think the main thing is to first of all wait for the serious case review and wait for the outcome. But from our point of view, we have heard this all before. These cases are not new and nothing has been done.
It has been revealed that the many of BBC entertainer Jimmy Savile's victims were abused in hospitals in West Yorkshire. 23 victims lodged complaints following incidents at Leeds General Infirmary who were aged between 5 and 34 when the incidents took place. Leeds Teaching Hospitals Trust refused to comment on the matter, but it follows a report published on Friday by West Yorkshire Police documenting the extent of Jimmy Savile's abuse. 1 in 3 UK university students are unhappy with the value of their courses. Unhappiness amongst students rose when tuition fees were raised, and time constraints have led students to believe the amount of teaching time varies dependent on area. Unhappiness has raised from 16% in 2006 to 29% in a study earlier this year. John Ramsden, the head of PR at Huddersfield University, spoke to us earlier.
Our fees are probably the most competitive in the country. We're the lowest practically, or on a par with the lowest. And what we've tried to do is give extra value for our course. Though nationally, a third of students attending university may be concerned on their courses. Here at Huddersfield, they seem quite happy.
2 oil giants have had their offices raided today following allegations of price fixing. BP and Shell have allegedly been fixing oil prices since 2002. The European Commission's Competition Authority is carrying out the investigations across the continent investigating price fixing. The average price of fuel has risen by 80% since 2002. Yorkshire and Humberside has the lowest average price of diesel in the UK at just over £1.40 a litre. And finally, the Packhorse Shopping Centre in Huddersfield has secured finance for a refurbishment which hopes to raise the centre back to its former glory. Christy Lowe visited the Packhorse to find out more.
The Packhorse Centre in Huddersfield has plans for a refurbishment. The hope is that the new improvements to the shopping centre will attract more shoppers by returning the centre to its former glory. The project has secured funding from several independent investors, including private funding and a council grant of £10,000. I spoke to David Heathcote-Smith, the centre manager of the Packhorse, about what effect this will have on Huddersfield.
Basically, we realised we've got to do more for the Packhorse than just retail. It needs to be a destination. We wish the Packhorse to be the local shopping centre for Huddersfield. And that obviously we're working with the community, as you know, with the university, with the college, the town centre and with the council there. So yeah, very exciting times ahead.
Although various current retailers are franchise businesses, the goals for the new renovation include many additions of local produce and retailers such as the new Packhorse Gallery. Samantha Paxman, who works in the gallery, believes the new centre will be beneficial.
Well, we're on the back of it as well. They're looking at just regenerating it all. We've got quite old shops, there's quite a few empty ones at the moment. So they're just trying to have like one-off events in there and local charities, and the university's been doing a few projects down there as well. So the empty units are just being used more instead of being rented by a shop. So they're just creating a bit more of a buzz down there and things.
Work on the centre will begin in the coming months and is set for completion in 2015.
That was the 5 o'clock news from myself and all the team. Goodbye.